Hello, I'm Karen McCarthy, and it's time to Karen-ize. Today is Monday, and that's when I talk about physical health. If you've been following my adventures at all, either when I was doing Facebook check-ins or here on the YouTube channel, you'll know that I have been struggling to find, I don't want to say a diet as a losing weight kind of diet, but a lifestyle diet that will work for my body. And I've been trying a lot of different things. I was having food sensitivity testing done and some I guess you would call it treatments, some drops that they gave me to help with things. And the food sensitivities changed every single time as your body starts doing its thing, things change. So I was doing that, but it was starting to really add up financially. And I just got to a point where I couldn't afford to do that anymore. Then I remembered that, gosh, 10 years ago or so, I had done a Daniel fast for spiritual reasons. And that means no animal products whatsoever, no leavening agents, which really cut out a lot of wheat products. There were some other things in there. But anyway, I had felt better than I had felt in a long, long time. My skin looked so great, I would actually forget to put makeup on, which I don't do these days. Put some on every day. Anyway, so I thought, well, I'll try that again. And that was really difficult because I live in cattle country, and if you go anywhere, it's not easy to find a total vegan thing that you can do. Plus, because of a lot of my food sensitivities, even the vegan diet was super restricted. I mean, I couldn't even have lettuce occasionally, but then I get either like a real, I don't want to say a heavy feeling in my chest, but like my chest is just filling up with phlegm, or my heart rate goes high, and I get aches and pains and can't sleep and lots of hot flashes, all kinds of things when I have my foods that I'm sensitive to. So the vegan way was not working very easily. We tend to have a lot of things with family and friends and things like that, and it was really difficult to find anything to eat half the time. In fact, at Easter, there was not one thing what they were serving that I could have even had. Maybe the ham, but it was in a honey glaze kind of thing, which is just sugar. So anyway, so my son told me he's gone to they call it, I think, the carnivore diet. And basically, if you're really strict on that, you might have only beef and salt. I mean, no sauces, no veggies, no nothing. So I'm researching that a little bit, but I thought, that might be a way to start with an elimination diet. So I'm eliminating everything except beef right now. And this was my first day. Now, I woke up today. Oh, I didn't sleep very well last night at all. This weekend, I had eaten a lot of things that I shouldn't eat. We had gone out to Mexican restaurant with one of our family members. We had a pizza reunion with our first group of kids from the youth center. Just a lot of things like that. And then had Dairy Queen. Just succumb to that. Anyway, so I didn't sleep very well. I was hurting really bad. And interesting enough, because I haven't had anything except the beef, I still have a little bit I can feel some achiness in here, but the horrible, horrible pain in my hip and lower back area, totally gone. So, I mean, I thought I was going to have to go to the chiropractor. And I have found in the past that a lot of times, sure, I might have a little bit of something going on that way, but that pain in my back, especially my lower back and hips, it goes away about 90% of the time when I'm not eating foods that I'm sensitive to. So something to think about is looking at your diet. I would never, ever have equated that to issues with diet. So I'm going to see how this goes. Now, I've been cooking a roast in the crock pot, and we get our meat, the meat that I eat anyway, we get from a company that gets it out of New Zealand. It has no hormones, no steroids, no antibiotics, none of that stuff, because I'm real susceptible to that stuff. So I was eating just little bits of the roast periodically through the day. And then I thought, well, I'm going to try, we had some hot dogs, just regular hot dogs in the fridge. And I had some of that, and within 20 minutes, my heart was beating really, really fast, which that's one of my indicators that that's a food I should not be having. So whether it's the kind of beef, because it was not the hot dogs that I get through that company, it was just something from the store, whether it was that, whether it was the nitrates in there, Something in those did not do well with me. So I have some hot dogs thawing out from the New Zealand place, and we'll see if they do the same thing. So I'm just going to experiment. And, that's a little more time consuming, but it's a whole lot less expensive than what I was doing before. And I've learned to recognize the signs. For me, it's the heart rate. I can sometimes feel it's kind of hard to breathe. It's almost like I've got a bunch of junk, like phlegm or something in my chest. That's another sign that I've eaten something that I shouldn't. The achiness, bad sleep, those kinds of things. So I kind of watch those things. Now I watched a video today, and they were talking about the carnivore diet, and the gentleman was saying that, it's that kind of watching your body for signs can be hard because some of the signs may not show up for a couple of days. And some of them will last, for him, they lasted for a month. And so you have to really be paying attention and kind of playing detective, I guess. So that's not for everybody, but that's what I'm going to start trying right now. And like I say, I'm starting with the meat. That's going to be easier for me in this area. I can always get, if I go to a barbecue, I can always get the burger and nothing on it. There's always something that I can have. So hopefully this works for me because it will be a little easier with the lifestyle in this area. So I don't know if that helps you at all. Tell me what kinds of diets you've tried that are working for you. And like, again, not just talking about weight loss, although if we're eating foods that we're not sensitive to, and we're not having that inflammation and those kinds of results, the weight will come off. My son lost 10 pounds in a week with this. So I'm hoping it works for me. Hopefully we're genetically enough alike that this works for me. So we will see. But let me know what you've tried and what's worked, what hasn't worked, and that type of thing. We're all different. And that's why there's so many different lifestyle eating habits, I guess I should call, instead of diets. There's paleo, there's keto. I'm sure there's other ones. There's the vegan and there's vegetarian, and there's all of these different styles. And you just have to find the one that works for you. So I'm experimenting with this one to see if this is my answer. Talk to you later. I will talk to you on Wednesday with some spiritual words. Have a wonderful day.